Valentine's Day and you're going, seriously, of all the days to break up with something, this is when you're going to do it? Yep. And the reason why is because when you choose to break away and to break up with the things that are not serving you, with the spaces that are not serving you, that's the only way you can open yourself up to the love and to the life that you are designed and called to live. So, if we've not yet met, hi, my name is Lydia. I am all about empowering you so you show up in your life fully alive and unapologetically. And so we're talking about breaking up. And this is a breakup that honestly can go so undetected that it ends up unfortunately seeping into the relationships and into the spaces that we love and robbing us of the joy in those spaces. And so I say, nope, breakup time. Okay. So, first in this breakup process, I'm rolling up the sleeves, you know, this is serious, is stress. Okay. So, I know it can be a very generic term, but seriously, think about it. Whenever you are in a space where you're pressed and have all these things to do, some of them are things that are outside of your control. Many of them may actually be in your control and you don't realize. Nevertheless, with all of those pressures on you, that means that it will become more difficult for you to show up for yourself, to care for the ones that you love about that you love, and to do the things that you love. And when that happens, that means that stress is that really unhealthy boyfriend, right? The one who calls you away when you need to be focused in a particular direction. So stress, definitely one to break up with. And we can talk through that. And there's a few tools that I have that'll help with that. Two is negative self talk. When it comes to the ways that we process, we are naturally designed with our brains at this point to think negatively. It's easy for us to have a negative thought. It takes much more work and much more intention to have an appreciative or gratitude or positive thought. Now you might go, okay, negative self talk, whatever. But seriously, take a moment and think about what you think about during the day. And I promise you, unless you are making it a point to go, I am choosing to think on the things that are building me up and I'm choosing to think forward and to focus on where I'm going and on my future, you will have a whole lot of negative thoughts just running through your head all the time. Whether it's about how you feel about your body, whether it's about how you feel about the work that you're doing, how you feel about the work that you're not doing, how it relates to how you wish things were different in this one area, how you wish that things were better at home, and how you wish that you had more money, or you wish that you had these other things, right? So, wishing is one thing. But when you're allowing for those desires to cut you down and to not appreciate or to be fully present with where you are right now, that's when it's creating a problem. Time to break up with that. Okay. The other, oh boy, this one I say from a place of, if you've ever experienced adrenal fatigue, if you're not familiar with what that is, just comment below and go, what? If you have experienced adrenal fatigue, raise a hand. If you or a friend has experienced adrenal fatigue, share this video with them. Have them raise a hand, okay? Adrenal fatigue is the point where your body has processed so much adrenaline, which is good for fight or flight, but when you stay in a chronic state, you're constantly just, oh my goodness, I have to do all the things. Hustle is a really great word for that. Okay. When you've stayed in that mode for so long that your body is basically going, I'm running on such high RPM and I'm not able to come down, it leads to adrenal fatigue. It leads to difficulty with losing weight. It leads to trouble sleeping. It leads to running thoughts that just are constantly going, depression, insomnia, all the things. It is not a pleasant place to be. And the reason why we're there is not in just simply adrenal fatigue. That's a symptom. Where it goes back to is the unrealistic expectations. It's time to break up. It's time to break up. Release the unrealistic expectations. Release the sense that somehow where you are right now is horrible. Release the sense that, well, if I just keep pushing it, just keep pushing it, I just keep pushing, then it'll. You are going to hear something very I'm going to say something that hit me a couple days ago, and I wrote it down and went, I already know, and you already know, right? This idea of begin as you mean to go. So whatever you're doing now, recognize is that the direction you want to go in. The same is true for how we choose to think and how we choose to work and how we choose to live. And so there may be very set confined seasons that things might be a bit more intense. For example, if you're physically moving from one house to another, or you're putting your house on sale, or you're starting in a new job, things may be intense for a season. Nevertheless, it is so key that we are choosing wisely what habits we're putting in place. So for example, I am a recovering workaholic, right? I am all about the business. So you need me there early, I'll do my best. You need me there late, I'm your girl, right? I was creating that as a cycle where if I felt like, okay, if I'm pushing and I'm pushing and I'm pushing, I'm doing all this work, then it's cool. But it's just the nature of the business. The problem is when that nature of the business becomes the new norm. And now you've created this expectation that that's how you're going to function. Time to break up with it because it's literally killing you. Okay. The stress is killing you. The negative self talk is slowly but surely killing you. Same thing with unrealistic expectations. So you're going, okay, cool. Okay, I can see how that would make sense. And these are things for me to let go of. So, how do I actually do that? I'd like for you to think about the environments that you're in, the relationships that you're connected to, and I'd also like for you to think about what really matters most to you. Because there are times where we make choices that are more so connected with hiding our light, for example, meaning hiding what you're great at or hiding what you love to do so that you can make space for someone or something else. Another is, for example, dealing with stress and negative self talk. Being in spaces, being even in groups, Facebook groups, in person groups, mom groups, even in many cases, where there is just this dread and this heaviness. Okay. Those are spaces that it'd be really wise to attempt to figure out how to make distance with. Same thing in terms of even with family. Sometimes that happens, that there can be some very tough environments within our families or within our community spaces, whatever that looks like. Be willing to take a hard look at how each of those relationships, environments, those spaces, are they fueling you with good? Are they fueling you and building you up? Or are they feeding into the sense of, okay, I come here and when I'm here, I have this immense feeling of either just discord or jealousy or anger or none of us can really get ahead, because if any of us get ahead, then that means that that's a person that's talked about. Those are spaces that you got to go, okay, might be a good idea for me to rethink this space. Okay, so I say all that to say that this is a day where you get to release those, and it's not an immediate just, this isn't like a Doogie Howser episode, right? Where in 20 minutes we go through it and whoo, now I'm free. Okay. It is a process. And it's realizing that each of these, this negative self-talk, the stress, the unrealistic expectations can keep coming back like that one boyfriend that could you just leave me alone? I've moved on. But man, oh man, if you're not careful and you have those moments where there's a lot going on and it feels like, you know what, it's easy for me to slip back into this because I was there before. It's an ongoing process of keeping distance and choosing what is better. Okay. So I share all that to say that you're worth it. Share all that to say that if you're choosing to break up with those areas, it's going to benefit you greatly. If this has been encouraging to you, as always, feel free and be sure to share this with a friend, a family member, a coworker, whoever needs to know that it's time to consider these areas. It may be a good idea to break up. Okay. Know that you are amazing. I am cheering you on. And if you're looking for a space and you're looking for others who can help in this process of breaking up with those areas and being filled with what is better, be sure to check out our community space. It is on Facebook, and there's a couple of links in the caption. You click on those, and that'll be awesome. We'd love to have you there. In the meantime, enjoy your enjoy your love day. And know that you will enjoy your love day more when you choose to break up with the things that are causing you to not fully embrace the blessings that you have right here, right now. Promise you, you do that, game changer. You're amazing.